All right, so today I'm going to be talking about two theories in nutrition, one being the glycemic index and two being the gut microbiome, and why eating healthy is very key to, being a healthy person. Most people in your life want a long, prosperous life, but one thing that they seem to forget is that they must improve their diet to improve their life as a whole. Improving your diet can improve health implications and mental state, such as decreasing risk for disease, inflammation, and infection. According to the National Institute of Health, a primary federal agency conducting medical research, stated in the article, Nutrition, Food, Diet, and Longevity. Second, I was taught this at a very young age. Half of my family has type 1 diabetes. My entire dad's side has type 1 diabetes. And I like to cook a lot. So probably like 50% of the time, I'll cook for my family at home. So I kind of have to adapt to everybody's needs. If you look over here, here are some foods that are lower on the glycemic index. These are foods that I try to cook with a lot of the time. And then these are foods that I try to avoid a lot of the time. It's just foods that are lower on the glycemic index. They will keep mood levels stable, and they will not decrease. Our blood sugar will stay pretty stable, and it will not rise rapidly. Some suggestions to avoid a high glycemic index is aim for satiating meals. So aim for proteins, less snacking. My dad can barely snack. This will really mess up his blood sugar. Try to incorporate greens into your diet. Greens happen to be low calorie, low carb, so you can eat most of those. And just find what works. A lot of the times on the high GI scales, you'll get mood crashes throughout the day. Like for example, if my dad eats like leftovers from when we go out to eat, like for breakfast, it'll be like 2-3 p.m. and he will just not be in a good mood. Increased risk of heart disease. This is basically everybody, and it also may contribute to weight gain. A lot of the times where people are like, cut out carbs from your diet, it's because they're usually higher on the GI scale. It's not always carbs. Second, I'm going to tell you about the, the GI is basically a speedometer for carbs. And for the importance to personal health, when it comes to the glycemic index, the National Library of Medicine, the world's largest biomedical library, states that in a study titled The Relevance of the Glycemic Index and the Glycemic Load for Body Weight, Diabetes, and Cardiovascular Disease, that snacking and high carb meals will drastically change the GI scale. Next, I'm going to be talking about the gut microbiome and the implications that it may have on your health. The gut microbiome is like a zoo inside your stomach and intestines, full of trillions of bacteria and microbes. Some of the main functions are that it digests food, boosts immunity, affects mood, digests food, and controls weight. According to the Cleveland Clinic, a local nonprofit academic medical center, in their study on gut microbiomes, they found that you can think of your gut microbiome as a diverse native garden that you rely on for nutritious food and medicines. Some influencing factors for gut health can be diet, lifestyle, and age. So, for example, my gut health is drastically different than my father's because I am a much younger age, so his is a lot more at risk of disease. Stress and antibiotics are some of the main things that reverse microbiome growth. And some things that will aid in microbiome growth are getting in your pre and probiotics. Prebiotics are non-digestible fibers that promote growth, and probiotic are live active bacteria that benefit your gut health. Some things you can eat for this are bananas, kimchi, yogurts, kefir, pickled foods. In conclusion, two theories that I went over are the glycemic index and the gut microbiome. According to the Harvard Health Publishing, the university's scholarly publishing site, in an expert titled Nutrition, proper nutrition helps keep energy levels up and protects against many age-related illnesses and diseases. I have found that these methods help me a lot when it comes to cooking and for my family and me personally. I was about 215 pounds when I was a freshman in high school, and I'm about 150 right now. And just following these foods and what my dad goes by, it's helped me.